Okay, good morning. So I'm starting just with an update or a review on the USDCAD. So just to refresh everybody, we are inside this very big fib. We double top on the 7086 fib here and there, and we have had since that time we have had an impulsive move down with this double top, suggesting we can see a continuation on the downside. So about this leg down, if we look at it like this, you see it's a very clean leg down. We have been inside a correction that I've been calling on the last update I did a long time ago, because we have been short from here and banked 450 pips or something like that. So we are now here, and it's important to look at it because we have this kind of take of this. We have this kind of double top there. Okay, well, not kind. We have this double top on this big time frame. It's considered double top, and it's right on this support resistance area we had there. So it's a logical place where price would, or turn. Okay, so double top, previous support resistance that is going, if we look very well, it's going far away till there, and even further if we go more inside here, you see how strong is this area since a long time. The bottom of this area and the top of this area that we could consider here, and that's what we have had. And you see even here how it has been holding the price. So that's where we are. I am expecting a move like this since we started to update this move correction inside the ABC and move down much lower. So that's what we have been hunting, and that's why I was short when everybody or most of the people were looking to stay long, thinking USD CAD was bouncing forever. It's not. So we have this move. The other thing we can look at is where did we stop on this swing? And that's interesting to look at it because that can tell us something. I was expecting here, I was expecting the 38.2. The 38.2 was here at 113.11. We didn't get it. We just stopped a little bit under it, and we stop with this double top and the previous bottom here. So it could be, I repeat, it could be that we have done the top of this correction, and now we are running for the second part of this trade. So I will take off those two fibs for now and look what would be the projection. If we consider this as an ABC, that's what I already posted in my last update about USD CAD. I think it was in December, something like this, when I was hunting that. So if we look at this, we have a first target at 113.22 and the second target at 103. This one is really far away, but we have really a long, nice trade to do, a few 100 pips, not more than a few, by the way. So because I'm still holding some short from this top, if we look at it from the top, it's 1,600 pips on the downside. We could still perhaps come back and struggle in this area before resuming lower, but I am quite interested by this double top, as I said, and all that. Now, if we look on the shorter term, which means now, we are on this fib, on the move up. You see we are struggling on the 236 and 2140 fib. So that's, we stop a little bit lower, but that's where we are struggling on the body now. Now, if we look on the big one, and that's much more important now, we are right on the 50% of this big fib that has been really playing very nicely since we bounced from here. you see how many times it has been holding. So it's an interesting information we have there. Now, if we look a little bit more inside, I will take this chart for now. So I have drawn that ABC down, which could be an A, B, C, even if the B should not be higher than the A. So that's not something we really like, but I always draw it because sometimes it's interesting to look at them. Now, if we look without that ABC inside here, and we just keep the big one that is sending us 1,600 pips down. So my view for now is still to stay short on this thing, or to get short when I can. And I would like to point out this area right here. So this is where we are now. We had just a double top on the 15-minute on the 1-hour chart, and that's why I took a little short this morning here, because we are not far away from this level. We have this big important fib 38.2 here. We have this two EMAs, the 2021 weekly and daily EMAs. Those are very strong, and they will provide a reaction that's 100% sure. So if we go a little bit higher, which is what I think will happen, we would have the first area here and the second more precise area in this small 126.13 to 126.24. It's a 10 pips area where we would have a perfect entry. Even now, we are not far from it. I mean, we are only 30 pips from it. So it's nothing compared to the potential we have on the upside. It's interesting to note where we stopped, and we stopped right on the 200 moving average. So that's what stopped us, plus this volume control area. So we stopped here. We have this very nice area where we need to look for a little bit more of confluence of level perhaps, and see what we could get. But it's sure for me, it's clear for me that this area will provide a very nice short entry very soon when we will get there. So I will look at it for today and in the next day, despite of the move on the S&P 500, the stocks that has been attacked last week. I think they will bounce some. I think they have to bounce some. So we should see a bounce on it, which should help the USDCAD to go lower. And that's why I'm looking to at this move. Looking at DXY, it could happen even a little bit before if we respect the 50% on the DXY, which is what we have now. Let me grab the chart here. So that's where we are now on DXY, right there. If you look at it, we are right on this very big, very important 50%, just under this consolidation. As I said, I'm still expecting this move down here. I am still thinking we could on an open or anything, we could just spike a little bit like we had here, touch those levels here and come back lower. But this area should hold and should provide a continuation on the downside. That is what we see technically. Of course, we have FOMC this week, but FOMC is just shaking market at the end. Many things have been already taken in consideration by the market. Then market is disappointed, and we have inverted move than the move that was originally expected. So I'm still looking on DXY to see this level here at 93.28 and then 91, 92, let's say, to make it easier. So that's where I'm looking to land on the first target on the DXY, which will be something very nice to look at. So we are here. This is a very important resistance. Now you see how it has been holding the price. That's normal. It's the big 50% fib of the complete move we have here, this swing. So this is the 50% of that swing. Okay, let me change that to 0. Okay, so that's this red swing we have here, and it's a very, very important one. We know we have been stopping on some of those fib before, and it's a very important reaction area. So as soon as we keep this one, it will help to hold the price. It will help to see some weakening on Euro USD. I don't know what will happen with the FOMC, but I'm still, and I will stay short till I have this structure, till I have this consolidation area, and till on a weekly close, even if we spike a little bit inside this momentum pool or liquidity pool, whatever you call it, for me, it's a big accumulation of money of market makers. That's what it shows me. There is a lot of money holding here, and this money is holding for a reversal. So that's what I think will happen, and that's what should happen. Even if, as I said, due to the stock sell-off, we could see a little bit more of spike. But you see that even inside the sell-off since the 18th of January, the DXY could not break this area. Meanwhile, the S&P 500, let me look, but in the same period of time, S&P 500 lost 5%. So we have that divergent. Usually when there is a big sell-off on stock, we can see a little bit of bullishness on USD, but that didn't happen yet. So it has avoided probably the DXY to fall lower harder for now. So it's holding thanks probably to this move on the S&P 500, but well, that's what we have. So this area is very important on a weekly base close. We have the level of the spikes we could expect, and then we come back there to the to the USDCAD, and that's what I said. That's why I shorted here, because of this 50% fib we have on the DXY. So I'm still holding some longs from there. They are already, of course, very green. I don't hold a lot, but it's about 500 pips, 400 pips higher. So those one are safe there, and they will stay there till I see the 61.8 of the ABC I just show you here, which is that one. So I will hold those one till here, 113.22. That would make a nice trade for, let's see, about 1,500 pips. So that's what I'm looking to do, and I will probably bank some on this double bottom here, but then I will hold some till there.